When the forgotten frequencies of a police radio start whispering secrets, are you daring enough to listen? Picture this. It's 3 a.m. in a small, dim-lit room scattered with maps and coffee mugs. The hum of the server and the buzz of the fluorescent lights barely disturb the silence. This is where our story unfolds, in the heart of the city's police dispatch center, where Dan, a seasoned police dispatcher with a knack for solving puzzles, spends his graveyard shifts. But lately, these shifts have been anything but ordinary. Dan's routine includes monitoring various radio frequencies, a job that demands alertness and composure. However, for the past week, every night at precisely 3 a.m., an unusual disruption breaks the monotony. The faint, unmistakable sound of a woman screaming through the static of an unused channel. Dan at first dismisses it as a glitch, a trick of his sleepy mind. But the screams continue, night after night, always at the same hour, always the same frozen plea for help. By the seventh night, curiosity and a tinge of fear twist in Dan's gut. It's unnerving, the way the hairs on his neck stand on end as the clock ticks closer to 3 a.m. Tonight, however, as the scream echoes once again like a ghostly routine, something else transmits coordinates. They flash briefly on the receiver's screen, then vanish. But Dan has already scribbled them down. Determined to end this nightly torment, Dan decides to investigate. He drives through the deserted streets, the glow of the dashboard his only company. The coordinates lead him to an old part of the town, dominated by rusty industrial buildings. His destination is the most desolate among them, an abandoned warehouse clothed in veils of ivy and shadow. Stepping inside, his flashlight beam cuts through the darkness, revealing remnants of its past life. Rows of empty shelves, a forklift covered in cobwebs and scattered debris. But as he ventures deeper, an unexpected chill brushes against him and the environment shifts. It's subtle at first, the air grows colder, sounds become muted, as if Dan is stepping backward in time. Then he sees it. Not with his flashlight, but under a ghostly spotlight. A frozen crime scene playing out like a silent film. A woman dressed in a faded red dress stands mid-gesture, her expression twisted in terror, pleading to an unseen assailant. Then the scene abruptly shifts, the woman being struck down. The eerie part. There's no sound, just a silent scream that Dan feels more than hears. Shaking, he steps back, but the radio crackles to life, sending a shock through his already tense body. "Thank you," a whisper flows out, unmistakably the voice of the woman from the scene. Before he can react, the lights flicker violently, then die out, plunging him into darkness. Seconds stretch like hours until the lights stutter back to life. He's alone. No woman, no assailant, just echoes of a crime with no past or present. Rattled to his core, Dan rushes back to the safety of his dispatcher's desk. But as he sits, catching his breath, the audio recorder by his radio begins to play back. It's the woman's last words, a plea for help. Then, freezing his blood, his own voice responds, clear and distinct over the radio, "I'm coming to help." A call he never made. Now, as the night stretches out before him, Dan is left to wonder. Was he merely an observer or somehow a participant? Was he saving her, or was he part of a cycle-repeating night after relentless night? As the clock once again approaches 3 a.m., the static crackles, ready to resume its ghostly broadcast. Do you feel the chills? Were you captivated by Dan's haunting ordeal? Like and share the video for more spine-tingling tales. And don't forget subscribe if you dare to watch more horror stories that will keep you up tonight.